stay in your toes. Shout out to the bros, you know we be hitting that road. Pull up in purple and gold. Fringes on all of my clothes and never get old. Yeah, we gon' stick to the code. Had to come back to the fold. No, I can't fold. Gotta endure like I'm Joe. Gotta go straight on this road. Either you hot or you cold. Been in this evil too low. Had to burn around with that pole. How did it end? It was cold. How did it tell you it was wrong? Then it killed you in his home. Stay in my zone. That's where I belong. See what we on. Can't tell me I'm wrong. Temptation is strong. I'm still holding on. Gather the bed. Can't do it alone. Get hit with the sword. It cut to the bone. If you don't agree, then just leave it alone. Sober minded after smoking that strong. Nation building what we focusing on. Trying to do better. Still applying hella pressure. Niggas out here being extra. See my cousin on the stretch. Niggas times getting dead. Taking questions and corrections. Still got family and corrections. Brian had to change direction. All my sins I confess them. Fame and fortune don't impress me. Life and death ain't no exception. When you know better, you do better. I had to change for my people. I knew the trials was coming with me. I know it ain't gonna be easy. We got the keys to the kingdom. Life and death take it or leave it. No, we can't make them believe it. Yeah. We the chosen, ain't no secret. Yeah. I've been wicked my whole life. I had to change for my people. I knew the trials was coming with me. I know it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah. We got the keys to the kingdom. Life and death take it or leave it. No, we can't make them believe it. Yeah. We the chosen, ain't no secret. Yeah. We from bad to rich. We got it straight out the trenches. I gotta pay my position. No, we don't pay about the mission. Strictly bitch, shit before my kitchen. Clean the brush, see the fridge. Can't make my bitches mortify my image. We what the spirit with it. Consequences for my bad decisions. People prayers, they got no vision. Streets is wicked, ain't no happy. Can't justify some.
Can't.
I hate to believe. No, we can't make them believe. Just plant them seeds. Some niggas can't wait to leave. Just sit back and see. When he get to shaking them trees. Satan just breaking them leaves. Life and them take it or leave. You ain't gotta fake it with me. This cry you can't take it from me. Chop your hands off a thief. Kick your lungs with no grief. You be praying to the beast. We be praying to the east. We be lying for the
Christ bless.
Call goes with the crease. Breaking bread, no yeast. 144 deep. No justice, no peace. Never trust the police. Coming for the lost sheep. Present myself a living sacrifice. Just get it done, we ain't asking twice. Yeah, we living for the afterlife. I was dead, it call me when you know better, you do better. I had to change for my people. I knew the trials was coming with me. I know it ain't gonna be easy. We got the keys to the kingdom. Life and them take it and leave. No, we can't make them believe it. Yeah. We the chosen, ain't no secret. Yeah. I've been wicked my whole life. I had to change for my people. I knew the trials was coming with me. I know it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah. We got the keys to the kingdom. Life and them take it and leave. No, we can't make them believe it. Yeah. We the chosen, ain't no secret. Yeah.
This for the youngins that come from that bottom, I know how it is, everybody got posed. Ain't never shooting nobody, but I was his body when somebody told me to go. But I had to change for my people, these times getting evil, I can't be left out of the fold. We got the key to the kingdom, we taking it back, I can't let them get me out my zone. Every day, man, this water get cold, that's why I got on the coat. How can I bend on one brick, I won't fold? Christ if the world gon' hate me, they wanna replace me, do anything to take my soul. I don't get hot no more, I don't raw so low, had to leave all of my sin alone. But I had to change for my people, you know how I'm coming, man, this for that one for the fold. Since I came in the truth, I been stepping. Had to get out of this section, man. I was too close to becoming a fetish. I seen it all as a young and they shot at my cousin was hurt like who was you telling? But up in this water, no friends, no look on the vest, so I never go railing for railing. Captivity so overwhelming, I put myself in this position. I only blame me. Lying and stealing and smoking, involving myself in the streets, don't know what to believe. Words that was spoken, that I was the chosen, alive in my sin. How could crazy out from me? Somebody who lived for the moment and I give a damn. I don't know what's hard to believe, but ever since I'ma step on any heathen, they give me my way.
You do better. I had to change for my people. I knew the trials was coming with me. I know it ain't gonna be easy. We got the keys to the kingdom. Life and them take it or leave it. No, we can't make them believe it. Yeah. We the chosen, ain't no secret. Yeah. I've been wicked my whole life. I had to change
Check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
I know it ain't gonna be easy.
Shalom, 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 shalom.
Yes, sir. Most High in Christ bless.
Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. Hey, welcome to another edition. Oh, praises, man. I never had this black coffee, man.
Hey.
We starting off right. This might be a good one, bro. Hey, all praises. Welcome to the sands of the SEERS. Hey, I'm Officer Reb. Who else we got, man?
We got Officer Lagabois.
Got Officer Abbott Shai.
Officer Eliakim.
All praises to the Most High. All right, y'all. So we back, man. We back. All praise to the Most High. We got through another week. You understand? We got to enjoy the Sabbath. All praises, man. Shout out to all the brothers hey, that traveled across the country, traveled across the world, pushing this truth, man, pushing this truth to the four corners, man. Forget a yay.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, I said it.
Forget it.
Forget a yay or a ye or however you pronounce it. You understand? It is what it is. We got real men out here pushing this truth, putting their lives on the line, man.
That's
So
right.
we salute you brothers, man, that's out there doing the work.
That's right.
Matter of fact, y'all say something because I want to show y'all something, man, just how far this truth is spreading. No matter where you go, the purple is a problem.
That's right.
Purple is always gonna be a problem.
We ain't
Hey,
no
turn me
damn
up a
Power
little bit
Rangers.
in my microphone. I feel like I can't hear. You know, turn me up. Hey, all praises. It was a good week. Good week. You know, good Sabbath. Good things came out on the Sabbath. Bishop did a great class about the apostasy, learning new words, feeling educated. You know what I'm saying? So all praises that we pushing this truth where it need to go.
Right. Hey, officer, I just put something in the channel. Let's play this, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Hey, let's read that disclaimer right quick while he's loading that up, man.
We are not a hate group. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Israel United in Christ is a nonviolent, Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat, as stated in Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 1.
And that's heavy right there, man. That's heavy. That's very prevalent to what we're going to talk about today, man. Like, if you see something, we got to start saying something. You know, we in this age where it's a lot of things going on right now, man. It's a lot of judgments being passed by the Lord right now. You understand? And we have to realize, man, in our communities, we are a target. We are a target. But guess what? Simultaneously, you getting this word getting pushed. Play that video right quick, man. So this is the pregame to Jackson State. This is some of their footage. They rolling into the game right now, getting their minds right.
Oh, Dion.
You understand? Check out one of the first things that the players is going to see as they roll into the stadium.
Uh-oh.
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 That's right.
Pause it, bro.
That's right.
Yeah. That's the first thing they got to experience as they rolled into the game.
That's right.
Get your mind right.
Oh,
You understand?
gracious.
You know, this ain't our footage.
Uh-huh.
This
This
they
they
footage.
And you see that we out there pushing this truth.
That's right.
That purple is a problem.
Right.
You understand? Give me that we on your streets. Your eyes gonna see your teachers.
We're not going to be removed anymore.
Not no more, man. And it's only a matter of time before somebody in your family wake up, your brother, your cousin. They gonna be out there right along with us, pushing this truth. You got it? Yes, sir. Let's read that right quick.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
You see that? That was a promise made to our forefather Isaiah.
That's right.
Say, you know what? It's gonna come a time, man, when y'all going through it at the height of confusion.
Right.
You understand why you getting the bread of adversity, why you drinking the water of affliction. You don't know which way to go. You seeing all type of homosexuals, the he-she's, the kids trying to be adults trying to be kids. This is Babylon the Great.
Right.
That's
In the
right.
midst of all that confusion, he said, you know what? Your teachers is not going to be removed no more. But they're going to be where? Come on.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
But when you roll up to your game, to homecoming game, the biggest game of the year, your eyes is fixated on them teachers right there.
That's right.
Who are them brothers, man? I swear, every time we go to a city,
Anywhere we go.
the damn purple is there,
That's right.
and they ain't dancing.
Right.
It ain't no what they call them,
Ain't no cue
five side, hoo ha,
Ain't no cue dogs.
the who's. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. You know, that's disrespectful when they come up to us. Y'all about to step?
Y'all about to dance?
Yeah, y'all about to dance?
Y'all about to put on a show? Come on, minstrels.
Heartbeats.
Yeah.
Y'all said y'all singers.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this is the purple. This is them prophets, the prophets of the Most High God out there showing you that, guess what? This is the way. Read that. Come on.
Keep reading.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee
Because
saying.
they in the midst of going. They going to and fro. They going to and fro. Jackson going through, they water is no water in Jackson.
Yep.
The water's brown in Jackson.
Crazy.
Let's just keep it real. I was
Right.
down there. I seen it from my own eyes. It's brown.
I seen it
bro.
too. I seen it
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
That's just
Flowing.
how it is.
I seen it too.
Flowing out the faucets.
Brown. Brown.
You understand? And in the midst of that, they out there kicking it. They out there enjoying themselves.
Flint 2.0.
Flint 2.0. But guess what?
Amazing.
Hey.
The Lord said, man, you going to see your teachers.
But
You gonna
Brett
say something,
Favre,
officer?
but Brett Favre got money.
Brett Favre, yeah.
Oh, he got a lot of money.
But Brett
rolling
Favre,
in money.
hey, we ain't gonna
Came
forget
up.
about what old Brett Favre did to our community in Jackson. How he took that money that was supposed to go to the underprivileged, that was supposed to go to the welfare system, and he took it and spent it on his people. We ain't forgot about you. You gonna pay for that?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And guess who's bringing that information, officer? Guess who's bringing that out?
The
Because
prophets.
you ain't going to see that on CNN.
Right.
You're going to see a little 1-minute clip on ESPN. You understand? And they're going to just brush it under the carpet, under the rug.
They talking about
You
LeBron
understand?
now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had one little clip, Stephen A., Shannon Sharp. He said something real nice, but then the next day is,
This is an NFL golden
Stephen
boy.
Curry,
Yeah.
NFL.
Back to Wise Russell being benched.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is, bro. And Negroes love it so.
Yep.
You understand? But the Lord made us a promise. He said, hey, he's bringing his teachers to the forefront. And you're going to hear this word behind you saying, listen, this is the way. This is the way. Did you read that or am I jumping the gun? No, sir, I didn't read it. Go ahead.
And thine eyes shall hear a word behind thee saying,
Yep.
This is the way.
Go ahead.
Walk ye in it.
Walk ye in it. Walk ye in these commandments. This is the only thing that's going to save your life. Football game is not going to save our lives. Freak Nick is not going to save our lives. You understand? That's going to just bring more destruction to our people. And I understand, man, our people think that homecoming, this is a good time for unity to come all together. But just think about it, man. You coming together and y'all in all type of different philosophies.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
All type of alcohol going on.
Right.
Smoking weed going on. Smoking the weed.
Yep. There's gonna be a shooting.
It's gonna be a shooting.
It's
I
gonna be a
guarantee.
fight.
Hey, let's see.
Hey, it's going to be some abortions.
Let's see.
There's gonna be some
There's
abortions.
gonna be some abortions.
Some
It's gonna be some of that.
sacrificing to Molech later on.
Can you see did somebody get shot in Jackson after the homecoming?
Yes, sir.
I didn't look it up.
Oh, it might have been a gunshot or something. I know something happened.
You know what's even more crazy about this? It's so much history about slavery in Jackson, Mississippi, and all they care about is sports. So much history about slavery down there. You got the Devil's Punch Bowl, you got the slave ports, all this stuff.
Are you serious?
Oh, dang.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Pull it on the
It's
screen.
And it's crazy
Amazing.
because we just know it. You know violence is going to happen. Anytime a group of black people get together, there's going to be some violence that happens.
Yep.
This is crazy. That's old.
Come on,
bro.
Come
You
on,
set us
bro.
up, bro.
It's a setup, bro.
That's a setup. Isaiah, where you at, bro? You should have no respect as a person, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah. There go 22 right there.
Man, this brother, man. These brothers
Killing
set
me,
us
bro.
up, man.
You're
It's
killing
all
me,
good.
bro.
Killing me
But all
small.
praise to the
2
Most High.
hours later.
Thank you, man. But all praise. But y'all, we gonna get into it, man. What we named the class? Why should you be stricken anymore? Why should you be stricken anymore? Because a lot of times, man, we don't realize, man, that we going through a lot of trials right now, man. We're going through a lot of judgments right now. Give me that first one about the drought. Because a lot of our people don't realize, man, we're in the midst of a famine. We've been saying that the famine is coming, but you don't understand it started. It started. All right, today it's raining. This is the first time it rained in Kansas in about what? All summer.
Months. Yep.
I ain't seen no rain all summer. It's been crazy.
Yep.
But it's coming down today. You understand? But watch this. Let's read this right here.
It says, how the drought killing Kansas corn crops could make you pay more for gas and beef.
As if they needed a reason.
Yeah. All right. Drought is taking its toll on western Kansas cornfields this year. And all that dead corn could mean higher prices for products that depend on the state's grain supply, such as ethanol-infused gasoline and corn-fed beef. Hayes, Kansas. This is Soldier Jan's favorite place in the world. This dry, hot summer has claimed its share of victims in Mark Ramsey's cornfield. Fewer than 7 inches of rain have fallen this year in the area he farms between, Dighton and Scott City, nearly 1 foot below the historical average. This is a year unlike anything I've ever seen, Ramsey said. There are a lot of times this year I've just kind of been at a loss for words. Across western Kansas, vast swaths of brown, shriveled corn plants succumbed to the oppressive weather before reaching more than a couple feet tall. Others grew ears with no kernels or no ears at all.
Damn.
So
you get whole ears and no kernel inside. Damn.
That's crazy. Only the Lord could do that.
Only the Lord. That's vexation. Like you got a whole ear. Yeah.
Only the Lord could do that, bro.
Man, can't do nothing with it, bro. You know, but hey, this is what he always prophesied. You understand? Give me that in Isaiah 1 right quick. Yeah. Isaiah 1. Listen, it's going to be a drought. The only people that's bringing this to you is the prophets. That's it. Nobody else is talking about this. Nobody else is bringing this to the forefront. Nobody else is warning you. Nobody else is getting you prepared. Hey, this is what you need to do so you can prevent what is to come. Watch this. Let's read that. Give me Isaiah 1 and verse 19 right quick.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 19. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land.
This is one of the promises to those who keep the commandments before Jerusalem would be ransacked, before they would be sieged, before they would be taken by a famine. It's the same principle today. The scripture says if you be willing and obedient to this law, you're going to eat the good of the land. What does it mean to be willing and obedient? Give me that in Genesis about Joseph, how he got down during the famine. And then we're going to come right back to Isaiah. Because the Bible, it literally lays it out. Remember, when we read Romans 15:4, it literally tells us the things that are written aforetime is written for us to learn from. This is why Christians, they're gonna get caught blindsided in that church, so-called Christians that are practicing Christianity. You're going to get blindsided because you think that because you got a good job, you got a good house, you got a decent car, you think that you good. You think life is great. But you don't realize, listen, the Lord got you in his scope. He got you right in your safety. You understand? You got it? You got me?
Did you want verse 25 or verse 21?
Start at 21. Let me hear that. Where you at?
Genesis chapter 41.
Yeah, let's read that.
Genesis chapter 41 and verse 21. And when they had eaten them up, I'll start at verse 25. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God had showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kind are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years.
So this is Joseph. He had a dream about the famine that was coming to Egypt. This is the only thing that saved Egypt. It was a prophet amongst them. What if Joseph wouldn't have been there?
Right.
Egypt would have succumbed to the rest of the drought that everybody else was involved in. But they had something that nobody else had. They had a prophet. You understand? What you have. Something that nobody else have, you children of Israel. You got the prophets.
That's right.
Come on, read on.
And the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one. The 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine.
Did he say 7 years? Did he read that one more time?
And
What did he say?
And the 7 empty ears.
He said the 7 what?
Empty ears.
Did we just not read
Dang.
that?
Only the Lord could do
I
that.
didn't even. I'm just heard. Just prick my mind. Like, hold on, wait. Read
Wait
that
a
again,
minute.
bro.
And the 7 empty ears.
And the 7 empty ears. What did it represent?
Blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine.
This was a sign of famine to come.
That's right.
So listen, the Lord said, "My judgment is like a ring." What's the chances that He can make ears come up in 2022
Yeah.
With no kernels.
with no kernels? The exact the exact same thing that He wrote in the Scripture.
Right.
Come on, man.
Hey, and it's crazy
Come
about
on,
that.
man.
Christians will hear this and not have an idea of what's going on.
That's your interpretation of the Bible.
Right.
That's your interpretation.
The same way they look at us when we say Deuteronomy 28 fits our history. They're like, well, that's back then. It's happening again,
It's
just like
happening
that.
again. And this is what we got to understand. Hey, there's no new thing under the sun.
And,
Right.
and what I'm tripping off of, corn, it get about 6-7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So it grows 6-7 foot tall.
That's what he was
empty.
saying in the article.
And all you get is an ear.
That's it.
That's God.
That's God.
Straight up.
And that's what he was saying in the article. Some of them is growing, but it's nothing in it.
Nothing.
Then half
Get all
of it
the
is
way
getting
there.
halfway, but it's succumbed by the summer months.
Wow.
Because it hasn't rained in Kansas, we telling you, all summer.
All summer.
It ain't rained in little, or what they call it, scattered showers.
Right.
That's what we getting. You
Yeah.
understand? Today is like the first rain where
It
everybody's
rained.
getting rain.
Right. Yep.
And it's coming down.
And it's too late
And
because
it's too
it's
late.
already
Yeah.
harvest time.
It's
Yeah.
too
The
late.
end gathering is
gathering
already over.
gone. Yeah. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
You got that? Read, come on.
This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What God is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there came 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine.
You got to think about this. The Lord said, hey, we're going to come a time where it's going to be plenty. Esdras said the same thing. Vitals is going to be so good, cheap on the earth. You understand? That's why he said, man, this thing is like a ring. It's going to be so good. Can we get that right quick? Second Esdras, I'm shooting from the hip. 16. Hold on.
Hey, one of the problems is that our people don't even see it. They don't even see the raise that it's already been at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Some people just oblivious. They just go in. They pay. You don't even understand that milk has went up 20%. You don't even understand that.
16,
What
21.
else? What else went up?
Eggs.
Eggs went
expensive.
up 25%. You used to get a dozen eggs for like $1.12. Now they like $2.38. And you not putting it together that it's this is going up because of drought, because of famine. You just think that Walmart still got eggs.
Right.
Walmart still got there, but you don't understand that you going broke trying to keep up with just eating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not paying attention to what's happening around you.
You got that?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Second Esdras chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be sold good cheap upon earth.
It's going to be a heavy load of resources. Oh, Walmart going to be filled. What you got? Whole Foods filled. What you got? Sam's filled. Price Chopper filled. You understand? Everything is so good, cheap on the earth. You said Kroger's. Don't nobody. Who?
Kroger's.
Kroger's.
But that's the South, bro. We in the Midwest, bro. We in the Midwest. Come on.
Stay on the camera.
Stay
bro.
on the camera, man.
Read it again, bro.
Behold, victuals shall be sold good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
And hey, y'all ever wonder why in every ghetto community there's a Family Dollar?
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar.
And
With
in this
groceries.
Family Dollar, there's nothing productive being
Yep.
sold out of this Family Dollar.
TV dinners.
And ain't
TV
nothing-
dinners,
Yep.
pizzas,
Yep.
candy,
PB&J.
And
graham
pop.
crackers,
And
and
pop.
pop.
And ain't nothing $1.
And ain't nothing a dollar.
Nothing a
That be pissing me off. Ain't nothing. Why is it Family Dollar? Ain't nothing a dollar.
And Dollar Tree ain't even a dollar no more.
$1.25.
Y'all don't even understand. It's $1.25 now.
Yep.
But this is what Esdras is saying. He's saying the same thing Joseph was saying. Because things will be plenteous. It's going to be so good cheap. Everybody's going to think that they're going to be in good case. You understand? Was that it on that?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
And it said, even then, evils is going to grow upon earth. We're watching this unfold before our very eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Evils is unfolding upon earth. And we're going to get into it later on in the class. We're going to get into it. Let's go back to Joseph. What did Joseph say?
Genesis chapter 41 and verse 30. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt. And the famine shall consume the land, and the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following. For it shall be very grievous.
Jump down to verse 33.
Verse 33. Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise.
What is Pharaoh supposed to look out for?
A man discreet and wise.
Listen, while you sitting in that church, do you got a man that's discreet and wise that's going to give you instruction? Because the Lord is raising up watchmen right now. You understand? They're supposed to be discreet. They're supposed to be wise. They're putting things in order. Because why? We're being obedient, and we trying to eat of the good of the land while you in the midst of your famine.
Right.
This is all these precepts go together. But the only difference is belief. Mm-hmm. Read, come on.
Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the fifth part.
Why y'all got rank? I don't understand what is an officer. I don't understand what is a captain. I don't understand order.
Right.
You don't understand the Bible.
We don't need rank.
This is Joseph.
We all equal, brother.
This is Joseph setting this thing up. Hey, you got to set up order. Set up wise men. Set up officers under and make sure this thing is getting done. Mm-hmm. But, we don't read that.
Right.
They got the black highlighter effect.
You respect Esau when they set up rank, but they don't realize they got it from us.
Right. Mm-hmm. All through the Bible, that's all you hear about. Read, come on.
Let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years.
So what are we supposed to be doing?
Take up the fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years.
You better be getting your storehouses together.
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm. While everything is good, you seeing everything. The stocks is being shelled. The shelves is being stocked.
Yep.
You better don't be bird shopping. Mm-hmm. Better get 2 of everything.
Hey.
And don't be getting no cooks and cakes.
Cookies and right.
Yeah, bro.
Oreos.
Get sustainable things.
Yep.
Beans, rice. You know what I'm saying? Oil, seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need all these things when you're going through a drought. Mm-hmm. Don't just be, all right, I'm about to get two cookies instead of 1 cookie.
Right. Hey, look.
And that's going to hold me over.
Go to verse 48. 49.
Verse 49.
Uh-huh.
And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea.
He gathered as the sand of the sea. That means what y'all saying. Don't bird shop. Mm-hmm. Go gather as much as you can. Keep reading.
Very much. Mm-hmm. Until he left numbering, for it was without number.
You can never have too much rice.
You can never have.
Never have too much rice. I don't care if it's coming out the dough. Keep getting that rice. It's there right now. We seen a little bit of it during COVID. You couldn't find a bag of rice. Mm-hmm. You couldn't find ramen noodles. Did I say that right, Raymond? How y'all say it, Raymond?
However St. Louis just said it, that's
Raymond.
Universal.
It's a universal.
Everybody know what you're talking about.
Ramen
noodles.
Ramen.
But yeah, gather. Get what y'all got to get right now.
Hey, can I get a precept real quick? Yeah. Go to Haggai chapter 1, verse 11. Haggai 1 and 11. Because this goes right along with what we're talking about, since we're speaking about corn and all this stuff. Read.
Haggai chapter 1 and verse 11. And I called for a drought upon the land, and upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands.
So it's going to be a drought on everything. Mm-hmm. What our people got to realize, there is always drought. I mean, there's always a famine before deliverance. Every time in the scriptures you read there was salvation coming, there had to be a famine. There had to be all other plagues that hit the earth first. So if you be a fool not to realize what you're worshiping right now, all in church thinking everything is all good, preacher yelling peace and safety, but they don't know what's going on right now.
You don't know what's going on around you. Go back to that Isaiah, and we're going to get back to the article. Because we setting it up for everything else we about to bring out. It's a lot of stuff going on. So the Lord is saying, go back, read that Isaiah 1 and 19 again.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 19. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land.
If you keep thy precepts, you're going to eat the good of the land. You ain't going to have nothing to worry about. But, read.
But if ye refuse and rebel.
If you refuse and have that rebellious spirit that's within all of us, all the children of Israel have a rebellious spirit, period. The Lord says if you entertain that spirit and rebel and refuse to follow the instructions that's laid out by our forefathers, what's going to happen to you? Read.
Ye shall be devoured with the sword.
You're going to be devoured with the sword. Not only the sword, with the famine. Hey, find me that scripture in Jeremiah where it says some is going to fall by the famine, some are going to fall by the sword. Officer, you know where that's at? Behind me? It's in Jeremiah. I know it's in Jeremiah. Somebody look it up for me.
I got you. All right, my father.
Because I'm telling you, all these things, this is judgments of the Father. This is judgments of the Father being passed right in front of our eyes, man. And it's only for those that rebel, those that refuse to listen, refuse to hearken to those prophets that you're seeing in the streets. You got it?
42:22.
Let me look at it first, man. 16 and what? 16 and 4.
42:22.
42:22. Let me see, bro. Bring it out. Read that. Let me see. Let me hear it. 42:22. That's not the one, man. It's another one in Jeremiah, bro. They're saying, hey, he got some of them he's subscribing for the famine. Some of them he's subscribing for the sword. Is that it? Read it.
Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord. That's
it. Go ahead. Come on.
Such as are for death.
She said, listen, this is the Israelites. The Israelites asking Jeremiah, how we supposed to move in these last days? How we supposed to move at this time? Listen to what Jeremiah said. Read.
Thus saith the Lord. Such as for death to death.
He says, such as y'all that have been appointed to death, you're going to encounter the sword. You're going to encounter death because we rebellious. You entertaining that rebellious spirit. Read, come on.
And such as are for the sword, to the sword.
Come on.
And such as for the famine, to the famine.
And such as that have been appointed for that famine to touch you, that famine is going to touch you. Because that rebellious spirit in you, you won't let it go. When you seeing the Israelites, when you seeing the prophets, you seeing these brothers out on the streets, what is driving these brothers to stop doing what they doing, to go out every Saturday, every day to teach the Bible?
Right. Every day.
Something in you should be like, man, what is intriguing? What is it? It's something different about this brother. It's something different about him to be standing on the corner preaching the Bible, teaching you, hey, this is the way, follow it. Because certain people have been appointed to death, to famine, to the sword. Which one have you been appointed to? All of us is manifesting ourselves. Is that it on that?
And such as for the captivity, to the captivity.
And such as for the captivity. So it was always prophesied we was going to go into captivity. This is what pastors, they missing. Because why? You rebelling against the word. You think you a Gentile.
Right.
Sir, you're not a Gentile.
Which one?
You understand? You might be a Gentile. You might be African American now, but we're trying to change that. and get you back to you understanding you're an Israelite. What comes with being an Israelite? A lot of instructions. Instructions that ultimately going to save your life. You understand? Let's go back to that article.
All right.
The harvest.
The harvest from these western
Started across. Yeah.
Across western Kansas, vast swaths of brown, shriveled corn plants succumbed to the oppressive weather before reaching more than a couple feet tall. Others grew ears with no kernels or no ears at all. Some of Ramsey's stalks that stretched to 6 feet tall on July rains withered down to nothing under the late summer suns.
Hell of a name.
Yeah,
Ramsey. It's like the Most High is just, hey, look.
Mocking us.
Like literally putting it in your face. Like, look. Trying to get your attention.
Amazing.
All right, the harvest from these western Kansas cornfields typically fuel billion-dollar industries, such as feeding cattle. But with so little corn to go around this year, those industrial customers are paying a premium to ship grain in from other states just to keep the operations running.
So they got to spend money to feed their cattle. You understand? That's going to cause a ripple effect to the rest of the nation, man. Yep. You understand? And now your cattle, now you ain't got your GMO cattle that you like. It ain't good and fat no more. Now you're getting skinny cattle, and they can't withstand a little wind. Y'all remember when it was like 800 cows passed out in the middle of Kansas?
Yep.
Y'all forgot about that, right? Why you think that? They was skinny and frail.
Yep. Dead. They just died.
You know, he dead.
Oh, man.
He did.
And this is not a, I mean, you put all these current events in place. You know what it is, bro? When I was meditating on, we look at this thing like a lovely song.
Right.
Even putting this together, you know, I had to examine myself. You know, we get this content and we putting it out. But are we putting this content out like a song where it's just like we're just throwing it out and we just forget about it? Because just like the watchers, they just looking at all this content coming out and it's just like a song to them where it's no effect. You know, it's supposed to be a cause and effect.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's no effect. You just watching. You're watching, okay, it's a drought in Kansas. It's going to affect gas prices. Then I'm going to go on about my day.
Right.
Because I can go down the street and gas is $3.30 right now.
Yep.
It ain't $5 like it was.
What was that? Earlier this year?
Earlier this
About
year.
2 months ago.
You understand?
Yep.
So this is how we all got to examine ourselves. Like, bro, this is not a lovely song, bro. All this is going on around us. We got to learn from it. We got to observe it. You understand? And make adjustments in our lives and the lives of brothers and sisters around you. That's our duty. It's your duty to raise up the 12 tribes so they can survive this, man. Right. Because it's coming. It's coming.
It's here.
It's here.
Yep.
You understand?
And y'all understand Kansas plays a big part in that agricultural thing. I think, Mordecai, correct me if I'm wrong, was it like 20%? Or like 15%, like we're responsible for like 15% or 20% of grain and corn. You know what I'm saying? That for the United States. So you may hear that and you may be like, well, that's a small amount, 15, 20%. But think about it if you had 15 or 20% less food in your house. You know what I'm saying? How that would affect you. It affects you in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things when you hear it, you be like, oh, man, that's crazy. That's going on. That's crazy. But when you in the store, you don't remember what we was just talking about. Right. You don't remember like, hey, you only thinking, hey, let me grab this for tonight. Let me grab what I need. Let me grab these little eggs for today. You're not thinking like, man, let me go grab this big bag of rice and just stack it up and stack it up. Because like he said, it's a lovely song to you. You're not taking it serious enough to change your ways. And that's what IUIC has been doing. We've been trying to get y'all to change our ways, how you shop, how you deal. You have to take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to get caught up in it.
And it's also just buying things of substance, like you were saying. Like, don't go in there just buying just random stuff just because it's good and cheap right now, like you're saying. Buy stuff with substance that's going to have some value to your life. Don't be in there buying all the cakes and cookies and stuff. And when it's going to come a time when we be having to run through the wilderness and y'all going to be overweight and it's going to be hurting.
Eating Twinkies.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great segue. Speaking of overweight, let me get that video right quick. You in the spirit, officer, man. Bring it up. See how the Lord work? Let
Won't
me
he
get
do it?
that. Where is it at, bro? Yeah, right there. Arya, you have posted it. Let me get that video right quick. It's in the Sands of the Seers. No, not that one, bro. Look in the Sands of the Seers under number 5. 5, 6, so it'll be number 7. Watch this. Hey, that's a great point that you just made, bro. Look right above number 8.
Hey, while we got a second, don't forget to subscribe to IUIC Kansas City on YouTube. We are trying to get to 6,000 followers on YouTube. Make sure that you are sharing. Make sure that you are shouting us out. Also, make sure that you get IUIC TV. Make sure you are subscribed to that thing. Don't miss out.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want to be like this. Play that right there.
Well, the acting director for the Department of
turn it up
Social
in here?
Services says that as of Tuesday morning, there were 95 kids in the state's case management system that were on
that's
the
not
run.
it.
In a report released last
That's not
week
it.
by
Hold on, let me look at it. It's the one with the overweight sister.
Stop it. Get some help.
Man, this brother, okay. The overweight sister, where's she at? Y'all say something, man. Let me find it right quick.
Like you said, subscribe to IUIC Kansas City,
Nobody
YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all that stuff, man. We got all these channels, man. Subscribe to these channels. Make sure y'all not missing any of the content that's coming out.
But make sure, hey, on a serious note, make sure that you are stocking up, you know what I'm saying, in your own homes. And, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we have this sit back and wait mentality where we sit back and wait for other people to do things. You know what I'm saying? You sit up there and wait for, well, leadership got it. They saving. What if something happened to leadership and you can't get to them in time? You know what I'm saying? What if something goes on to where we can't get to you in time with what has been saved? You're supposed to be saving in your own house.
Right.
You're supposed to be making sure you stocked up in your own house, making sure you ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be a time where leadership can't get to you. Right. So you cannot wait all the time. That's why leadership is trying to tell you how to prepare yourself, how to be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? All these things, all these little tips and tricks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should have a gas can. Do you have a gas can? What if gas goes up to $6? Do you have a gas can with some gas in it in case you need to make an emergency run somewhere? You know what I'm saying? All these little things matter. You know, and we want to make sure that y'all are listening and acting upon what's being told. You know, because it's cool. We come in here, we learn that we the Israelites, we keeping the commandments. But when something's serious, you have to understand, you have to have the faith and believe that everything God said was going to come true is going to come true. And you're seeing it right before your eyes. We bringing it out. All these shows, not just Saying of the Seers, all the radio shows, Patient Saints, Wisdom Cried Out, Escaping the Plantation, Four Corners. You know what I'm saying? So all these shows are bringing out these things to prepare you for what's going on and how God's prophecies are going to be unveiled, how they're going to unfold, and how they're going to affect you. But some of y'all don't believe that God's prophecies are going to be fulfilled. You have to live in that mindset that God's prophecies are going to be fulfilled. We're going to live through them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to live through them, so we got to be ready for it.
All right, y'all. I found it, man. Going back to, hey, you eating all them damn Snickers, all them Doritos out of Family Dollar. You think everything is sweet, and like you said, when that destruction come and you got to move to the next city and you got to run, don't be this sister.
Don't be dead weight.
Let's go.
This ninja got me in tears.
Has really affected the household, kind of, because Big Daddy got to do everything. I'm sick of it, really. She needs to get it together. We need to get it together because I need my helpmate. I'm an old man. She young.
Where my syrup at, baby?
Yeah, come on, baby. Damn, you know I got your whole tub, but
Stop.
Get enough.
Hold on. He said, I need my helpmate. You the helpmate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't even ruling your household.
Right.
What you mean helpmate? Like you like, hey, look, you stop eating. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna lose this weight. This is, you know what I'm saying? If you running your household, you gonna make sure she ain't where, you know what I'm saying, at this weight. But she bossing him around. Where my syrup at? Bring me my syrup. Like, come on, man. What you talking about? Help me. You the help meat. You helping her with the meat.
Amazing. It's true. It's true. Hey, they saying they can barely hear us, man. All right. They saying raise up the volume. So, all right, press play.
For lunch.
I bet you are. Bianca's like that. I know she wants to be that vibrant woman that can move around, but right now, she can't stand up and cook. She can't stand up and wash no dishes, I know that much. And that ain't cool. Hold on, let me get this.
Did you already pack the food for the road?
Yeah, I got you plenty of snacks. Okay. You know, your snacks took a half of the back.
Okay. Well, we'd like to stop to get something to eat because I'm hungry.
I bet you are. Tuck it in, you ready? Oop, one more time. Okay.
Hey, that remind me of Norbit.
Look. Some sisters might not be that bad, but some sisters ain't in shape. I'm telling you straight up right now. If you having troubles keeping up with the kids, you get winded walking a mile, hey, get in the gym. Some sisters need to get in that gym. You might not be 600 pounds, but when that persecution come, you're going to feel it. So we telling y'all now, hey, Captain Shem, he been pushing it. We got sisters throughout Israel that got different avenues to work out. Hey, work out. Get in shape. You should be able to keep up with the kids. If you're in your early 30s, you ain't old yet. Get in shape. It's coming. That persecute. Don't be dead weight. I'm telling you.
And that shows just a level of hatred for your wife, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got to put your foot down, bro.
Well, you scared of your wife? One of the two.
And what the hell what's she gonna do? She can't chase him.
Right. Can't whoop him.
She needs you to help leave.
She can't do nothing.
She can't cook for herself.
She can't cook.
What the hell is he scared of?
Can't even catch the kids to whoop him. How you gonna whoop me?
Can't catch a cat.
Go ahead, press play, bro.
Let me get these kids.
Don't be like this.
Throw this shit in the spot, baby. I'm starting to already feel better.
Oh, you just started?
Yeah, I'm just
Come on,
starting.
bro. She has a shake in her hand, bro.
That's crazy.
The queen has arrived.
Call her queen.
It's a freight scale.
Well, there it is. There you go.
What you mean by that?
There it is. There you go. Because I got to physically move all the furniture by myself.
I'm trying. Do you want me to try to help you?
No, you can't do it. It's my house. I'll move.
This
I
is
don't
sad
know if I'm
part
gonna
right
make
here.
it, baby. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Baby, you got them a couple of more. You want me to push you on this? I'll push you. Come on. Hold the door, son. Hold the door open. Hold the door open. I'm going to push you. Since you can't take these last 5 steps, and you wanted that good old Louisiana chicken, here you go. There you go. Ride the cart.
That's a luggage cart.
Ride the cart.
Damn.
She sat down on that joint.
Damn, son, where'd you find
So
this?
you gonna give up every time when Dr. No tell you
All
about
right, go ahead
you
and pause
can't
it,
eat
man.
this, you can't eat that?
This is what we trying to warn y'all, man. You know, when you shopping, that bird shopping, and we shopping for junk food, all that stuff gonna catch up with us.
Yep.
It's gonna catch up with us, man. So, you know, we got to get out ahead of this thing. Make sure that you're in shape. Make sure that you can travel. You know, the Lord said, he didn't say, woe to him that ate a number 4 Popeyes. Give me Matthew 24 what he said, woe in the destruction. It didn't say woe when you double back around the McDonald's drive-through.
For the 10th time that day.
And
amazing.
What they say at McDonald's is a supersize?
Supersize.
Come on, man. And if you still eat McDonald's in 2022 and you got fringes on, examine yourself.
Yeah, for real.
Examine yourself.
For real.
Now, I'm being for real. I'm talking to some of you brothers in here, too. Some of you chicken nugget eating brothers, man. Examine yourself. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 19.
Come on.
And woe unto them that are with child.
Woe unto them that are what?
With child.
With child. Woe unto them that are with child. Not overweight. With child. Go ahead.
And to them that give suck in those days.
Because they with child. Come on.
But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter.
In the dead of the cold winter. It didn't say nothing about your weight class. You understand? So this is what we got to examine ourselves, man. Don't be this person. Don't be that guy. You understand when that day come, man. All right? So let's move on. Y'all got something else to say about this?
No.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of
nitty gritty.
Damn, I set myself up for that one, bro.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Wow, amazing.
Amazing.
Let's get
We already outwin.
Officer, let me get that let me get number 6 right quick, man. Cuz this is crazy too.
This ain't McDonald's. This ain't McDonald's number 6. This is real life.
Y'all brothers stay in the spirit, man.
Y'all hungry as hell today.
Yeah, they hungry, bro. Let me get that one right quick, man. Let's
All
read
right.
this real quick.
It says, black couple's morning walk interrupted by dude clicking the mouse.
Damn, son.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. You started out good. All right. This is the root. Black couple's morning walk interrupted by Negroes for sale sign. All right. If you could blow that up a little bit.
So imagine you just on your this morning stroll.
Trying to be healthy.
And you run across they trying to sell you all at the same time.
Great Sale of Negroes, November 11th, 1855. I can't really read the rest of that. It says, a buck and winches were listed for sale with excellent cooking skills. Damn.
So they posted is that an old flyer?
No, that's a new looking flyer.
It's new, but
they got the old wording on it.
Old wording.
1855, huh?
Just reminded them where you came from.
And people will look at this and say, hey, this is new. Can you find me, pull me up one of the originals, where they was selling us flyers. Ain't nothing changed. Go ahead.
That reminds me of what Deacon Asaph was bringing out on Friday Night Raw. How that one lady would walk out her house and hear the monkey sounds and being called nigger and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, bro, it be them jakes that live in out there in Lee Summit, Beverly Hills,
the suburbs,
the burbs, thinking it's all good.
Bonner Springs.
Bonner Springs.
The
That's
legends.
where they doing it.
Good try.
Come on,
Legends.
now, dog.
Good try.
Come on, now, dog. Come on,
Good
now,
try.
dog.
I knew where you was going. That was a good
You
try.
knew where I was going.
Come on, now, dog.
Go ahead, play that. I mean, read that, officer.
You got to go.
This is original. They might have thought that was something new.
Hey, you have to blow it up for me a little bit. Okay.
Is that on the screen? Go ahead.
Charleston, April 17, 1769. To be sold on Wednesday, the 10th day of May. A choice cargo of 250 Negroes arrived in the ship Countess of Sussex.
That's the name of the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll praise you, bro. We get the gist of it, bro. They was selling Negroes, man. They selling Negroes and publishing it, and they printing up flyers. So all the brothers and sisters is mad, you know, why we got to fold flyers? Why they didn't have no problem printing up the flyers and folding the flyers and getting the flyers out.
Or letting them blow all around the street.
You understand? They had no problem with that thing. And even today, they posting it up in your neighborhoods. Go back to that article, man. We bringing these things out, man, because this man hasn't changed. And I know a lot of people, man, why they always talking about them so-called white man? Why? Because you don't understand. This man is programmed. He's not right. You understand? He's not. Give me Isaiah right quick, man.
Perpetual.
Give me Isaiah.
Hey, and while you getting that, it's not.
Isaiah chapter 10.
Y'all have to remember that this is not like something that's just happened in the past and it's over. I'm so tired of you Negroes, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that you just oh, that happened then. It's not happening now. You don't understand how these things are affecting you now. That's why the Most High got to make things like this happen. He got to put the spirit in the so-called white man to remind you of who he is, because y'all forget so much. I was watching a documentary yesterday. I forgot the name of it. Start with an R. I posted it in the channel. What was it called? Started with an R. But what happened is the last slave ship that came to America, all right, and they covered it up, and they were still covering it up until the 90s. So they knew where it was. The family knew where it was, buried in the water. Descendants, and they knew where it was buried in the water, and they went back and tried to bomb it again to get rid of the evidence. Damn. So it's still right there, and it's very prevalent because they knew how much money they made over the course of years and years, hundreds of years. That family is still rich. Right. That family's still making money. Mm-hmm. And so they like, hey, if this ever gets out, you know, they going to want reparations. They going to want this. They going to want that. Let's go try to blow it up again. You know what I'm saying? And the diving team was like, yeah, this was they recently tried to blow this up. Mm-hmm. Like within the last 20 years or so. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody was looking for it, like, where is it? Where is it? We don't know where it is. We trying to find it. It was called the Cotilda. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they mock you openly all the time. This ain't nothing new. This is small to what they do to you. You know what I'm saying?
And they can't help it. We're going to read it. Mm-hmm. Give me Isaiah chapter 10. Let's start at verse 5. They can't help it.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 5. O Assyrian.
Oh, who?
Assyrian.
Now, when you read this thing, it might throw you off. Why are you talking about Assyrian?
Right.
Esau has taken the nation, the characteristics of every nation on this earth. Mm-hmm. So when you read Assyrian, he's talking about Esau. Mm-hmm. Watch this. Read. Come on.
O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
When it says the rod of thy anger, meaning the Most High God is not coming out the sky to chastise us when we break the commandments.
Right.
He has nations set up on this earth that he will, what's the word that I want to use? Activate in their spirit to discipline us when we go off. This is what you're not getting in the Christian churches. This is why it says he's the rod of my anger. He uses these other nations as a belt. Go ahead, read on.
I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
He said, I'm going to send him. He's not waking up and saying, you know what? I don't like black people.
Right.
I don't like the Israelites. No, the Lord says, I'm going to activate in his mind against a hypocritical nation. A nation that said, you know what? All the laws that you put in front of us, we will do. Mm-hmm. Everything you said, Moses, we do. We will take. When they was crucifying Christ, hey, let that blood be on us.
Right. Yep.
Say you now we want all the blessings, but when these judgments is getting lined up, now we don't want no parts of this law. Right. Mm-hmm. This is why he said we a hypocritical nation. We full of hypocrites. Read, come on though.
And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. Howbeit, he meaneth not so.
Hold on, right there. It said, howbeit, he didn't even mean so. It wasn't in his mind to do this. Right. He's sitting there chilling. The Assyrian's sitting there chilling in his land in Nineveh, chilling. Esau chilling in Britain, chilling in Spain. They chilling. But all of a sudden, read, watch this.
Howbeit, he meaneth not so.
Come on.
Neither doth his heart think so.
Come on.
But it is in his heart.
But it is in his mind, read.
To destroy.
But the Lord have put in his mind one day, hey, you know what? It's time. Go destroy. Oh, you know what? In 1492, when we examine Esdras, the book of Esdras,
right.
It's some Negroes over there. It's a whole other country over there. Mm-hmm. I think we should go examine this. Mm-hmm. What do you think? What was her name?
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth? I'll fund it. No problem. I got the money to do this. Christopher, you go out there and conquer.
I got something on it.
I got something on it.
You telling me we can get some free workers out there?
Yeah.
Hey, put me down. Put me down.
This is what the Lord is saying. It's not in their mind. They are programmed to come out and post that on a pole in broad daylight so you can see it. It's in their mind. It has been put in their mind, activated in their mind to play sirens every time you come out. They get a kick of that.
Monkey noises.
Of monkey noises. They get a kick of it. You understand? So this is why we have to understand our enemies. But you will never understand your enemy if you don't even know who you are.
Right.
If you think you the damn enemy, we lost in the sauce.
Right.
Come on, read on. Where we at in this, man?
Yeah, right there.
Go ahead, read that.
While Lante,
put that back on the screen, bro.
While Lante and Akiba Phillips were taking a walk around a park in a Houston neighborhood, they were stopped in their tracks by a slaves for sale flyer nailed to a tree, according to Click to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Police are not only trying to find who put the flyer up, but they are also investigating to see if this qualifies as a hate crime.
That's
So,
cap.
What more evidence do you need?
Bro.
I can do the investigation right now.
Amazing.
It's a hate crime.
That's a damn hate crime.
Hey, man.
You trying to human traffic a person.
The ruling shows that's a hate crime.
That's cap, bro. The police ain't investigating that. They don't care because it's regarding black people.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna look just as hard as they look for them 4 girls that was taken on Prospect.
Dang.
That's how hard they gonna look.
Dang.
When everybody talking about it.
Sunnyside is the oldest historically black neighborhood in the south side of Houston. Per the Texas State Library, thousands of enslaved black people resided in the region before the Civil War in 1912. Holmes plotted the land and founded the community where black people began to settle. Yet after surviving decades of racist violence and annexation, someone thought it clever to remind the black residents where they came from. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make this up.
It's a reminder.
You can't make this up that they would come and if this is a predominantly black neighborhood, this has to be somebody who came into that neighborhood to post that sign. That means you had to drive from your house, and Houston traffic is bad. It's terrible.
I say
it is terrible.
Top 3.
You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me you left your house and drove through terrible traffic in Houston to go to another neighborhood to post that up? Just like, and I'm sure we're going to get to a little bit later in the show, how here in Kansas City, 4 girls were taken. And they were taken from, dude lives in Excelsior Springs. He came down to the 30s in Prospect, or Prospect Avenue. That's like a good 45-minute ride. So when we talk about they hunt your steps, when we read this scripture over and over again at camp, they hunt our steps. It is a real scripture. It is still happening today. It didn't just happen then when they was hunting us off the west coast of Africa and selling us. It's happening today. They telling you what their mindset is. Hey, we need to put you back in slavery. We need to put you back in subjection. Y'all think that y'all are citizens. Y'all think that y'all are equal with us. We need to put you back in your place. That's what that sign is saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when we as black people look at it, you get appalled. Oh, my God, why would they do that? They showing you the nature. They're showing you the nature of how they feel about you. Another point in that documentary, The Descendants, right? So the descendants of the 110 slaves, they all kind of formed up. They know who they are. They know, like, hey, we are the descendants of the slaves that came on this boat. They all know each other. They all know the families or whatever. But when they found the ship, they went and got the what are they called? The captain of a ship that drives the ship.
Right.
The white captain dude's name was Foster. They went and got his descendant and brought him to the descendants of the slaves. And they taking pictures with him and got their hands around him, hugging him.
Man, you got to find that, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, that documentary, it's like we want to hold hands. And the only thing they kept saying was, in that documentary, they kept saying, well, whoever the dude's name, Mr. Mayer, let's say his name is Mr. Mayer. Mr. Mayer is not here. Timothy Mayer is not here to put on trial. Timothy Mayer is not here to put on trial. But his descendants have made monies after monies after monies after monies on the enslavement of your people. They got a paper mill in the community that was giving the people cancer. But yet you say there is no crimes that nobody should be arrested. When they went and tried to blow up the ship again, they still buying your neighborhood and gentrifying your neighborhood. They still doing these things. That family is still wreaking havoc on those descendants to this day. And then you want to take pictures with this man. You want to smile and hug this man, saying, "Oh, this is the last. There hasn't been a foster in a whatever and one of the slave descendants here since this boat burned up." How disrespectful is that? They put it in your face every day who they are. But that's what the scriptures talk about when it says that man of perdition has to be revealed. He got to do things like this. He got to put that up to keep reminding you who he is, because you Negroes will forget. You Negroes will forget who you dealing with.
Hey, give me that last one, the African American human trafficking, because we can solve the case right now. Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, it says African American human trafficking numbers among the highest in the country. Yeah, blow it up for me. I don't know why y'all think I got superhuman eyes, man. All right, African American human trafficking numbers will astound you. 62% of human trafficking suspects are African Americans.
Over half of them. Damn. Over half of them. And we only make up, what's the percentages? 13% of the population?
Yep.
Is it 13?
That's what
13 to 20, something like that.
That's what they say.
13 to 20,
about 13%.
Like that.
And we make up 62% of human trafficking, African Americans. Come on, let's go.
52% of all juvenile prostitution arrests are African Americans.
And this is something that I want to say this to my sisters out there, all right? Because we got to raise up our confidence. Give me that in Timothy's 1 and 9. When you read this article and it says 52% of all juvenile prostitutes arrested. At one point in time, you could distinguish a prostitute from an average sister.
Bring it out, officer.
You know what I'm saying? You could distinguish the two. Nowadays, when you out and about in the course of your day, I was just out last night getting some food with my daughter on a Sunday night. You see two or three sisters coming in, and they dress like real life prostitutes that I seen when I was a kid.
Right.
I'm talking about nothing on at all whatsoever. You can't even make out. And then if I say, "Hey, how much is for that?"
They offended.
They get offended.
Oh my God!
What do you call me a prostitute?
I'm not a prostitute.
I ainn no hoe.
Right.
I forgot the slang we used to. Damn, I'm getting old, bro. I've been in the truth. I'm trying to think of the slang like what we would entice a sister. You know what I'm saying? When she was dressed like that, inappropriate. Nobody knows. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. You just ain't use it. You know what I'm saying? But you know they're making like a bird call. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it.
Holla at you.
Don't worry
It's
about
just
it.
whatever roll off. Well, let me holla at you, shawty.
Nah, you wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that. Hey, Ma. You'd be like, "Hey, Ma. Hey, Ma."
Y'all get the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? As you trying to entice this sister, listen, she's in full prostitute attire. And this is, and I'm telling my daughter, like, man, you got to always maintain your dignity. Maintain your dignity. Don't ever come out the house looking like that. Because all you attracting is men that all they want to do is have sex with you. You understand? And don't think prostitution is just you pulling up, you riding down the avenue and you pull into the side of the road. She hop in a car, you pay her $20, for whatever, and she get out the car. No, a form of prostitution is I get this number, I take you out to eat, I spend that same $25 and eat with you.
Right.
You understand? And then I have sex with you and leave you.
Yep.
I take you
Is
to
that
the
not
motel.
prostitution?
Yeah,
That is
and
prostitution.
then you do it to the next guy, and the next guy,
For
and the
real.
next guy.
Does IHOP still got the 2 for $20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of them do.
Isaiah, they still got the 2 for $20? They still got it. So now I can take that same $20, $25 and just go to IHOP and eat myself.
Yeah.
That's a form of prostitution. And this is what our sisters, this is what they missing. This is why the Lord said this. Read that right quick one time.
1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9.
Come on.
Knowing this,
2 and 9. 2 Timothy's 1 and 9. Is that it?
Adorn yourself?
Yeah.
1 Timothy 2 and 9.
1 Timothy
Book
2
of
and 9.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
This is why the Lord said you got to adorn yourself in modest apparel, because you don't want to get prostituted out and then the land is full with whoredom.
Right.
The land is full with wickedness. Now you find yourself as a statistic. You find yourself as one of these 52% that's locked up, that's caught, that's human trafficking. 40% of victims of human trafficking are African American. And they saying the suspects, I think we missed it, 62% of the suspects. That means the
so
ones.
your own people.
Yes, that means the ones that's snatching your behinds up. They look like you.
Yep.
They look like you. You understand? And this is going on all around us. Why are you getting the famine? You understand? Why are you getting goods so cheap and vital? We're not paying attention to our surroundings. So the Lord said, hey, you sisters, adorn yourself in modest apparel. The word adorn means to beautify. Beautify yourself in modest apparel. It's nothing like stepping in a room with your wife. She's fully covered up, and everybody's saying, hey, she's beautiful. That's what I got all last night.
You look so royal.
She's
look
fully
so regal.
covered up. Everybody else half naked, fully, you go to a wedding and you go, just imagine a wedding in the world. You understand? She's fully covered up. Hey, she looks so beautiful. You understand? There's no other feeling in the world than to have that.
Right.
So the Lord is saying, hey, adorn yourselves. Beautify yourselves. You understand? In modest apparel. Is that it?
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
Not always in somebody's face, and being sober-minded, being vigilant, being vigilant around your surroundings, understanding where you are, because you don't want to end up like we about to show you. You understand? Go back to that article.
Hold on real quick, because I want to show y'all something in this. Go to Laga number 1. I want you to pull up that article, Laga number 1. I want you to look at this. It says 60% of human trafficking suspects are African American. 52% of all juvenile prostitutions are African American. What was the last one? 40% are what? Are victims.
Victims.
So I want to show you all of this in one clip. All right? So I want you to play this, and then we're going to read the bottom of it. Play that. There's no sound?
You usually got to click.
There you go, right there.
You'll be a hoe, be a real hoe. Wouldn't they remove a child from a parent that told their child to be a prostitute?
They should.
So I want
and
you
they
to,
would.
I want you to
Keisha
stop. Pause
Basley
this.
has 9 kids.
Pause.
She turned.
So this is CPS employee fired after telling a teen to become a prostitute. Now you just seen a picture or the video of it. This was a black woman telling another young black woman to go be a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to, the story gets deeper. Play.
To Child Protective Services to help her with her 14-year-old daughter, who she says was running away and causing trouble at school.
My daughter told me that the worker had been telling her that she should do these things, so she said she decided to video her.
Can we get somebody, please?
CPS is housing the girl at a hotel. She's one of dozens in Harris County. In the video, she tells the CPS employee she wants food. The CPS worker tells her to be a prostitute.
I mean, she was basically encouraging a 14-year-old girl to become a prostitute.
So stop.
And giving her an...
Stop. The sister has 9 kids. She was having problems with her child. Obviously, there's no man in the household. She's having problems with her 14-year-old daughter, doing things. So she turned to CPS for help. She went to them. It wasn't like she was a bad mother and they came and took the girl. She went to them to say, hey, do y'all have services that can help me with my daughter? Do you have services that can help me because she's being wild? And the person that they sent to help her daughter was telling her to be a prostitute. So when we read the scripture, we have looked at, let's get the scripture. Is it Lamentations? Let's get that. Lamentations chapter 4. When we read this scripture, it is very real. So it don't always come in the I mean, it happens, but it don't always come in the form of a man jumping out of a van and kidnapping you. It's systematic as well. So read this.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help, and are watching. We have watched for a nation that cannot save us.
So this sister who tried to get help, who tried to do things the right way, who tried to reach out for government assistance to help her with her daughter, to keep her daughter on her, it's still the trick bag. It's still set up for her to fail because this nation cannot save us. And that was her own people that was working for CPS that was telling her daughter to do that. You would think that a black woman would never tell another black woman, hey, don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. But yet you got a black woman telling a woman, another young woman, if you need to be a good hoe. This is what we dealing with. This is what we just read. 62% of the suspects are African American. We seen it. 40% of juveniles are African American. We seen it. We showing you in the Bible that this is what it is. Y'all have to listen. We trying to protect y'all. We trying to save y'all from these things. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's why marriage is honorable. Why is this sister with 9 kids and no father in the household?
Bring it out, officer. Bring it out.
That's just causing a problem. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, officer. Sorry about that.
Well, what you apologizing for? Bringing it out. It is what it is, bro. It has to be said. It goes back to Isaiah 57. You got to cry loud, man, because if you don't say nothing, nobody's gonna get this information, man. Nobody's gonna get this information. Hey, go back to that. Where was we at? Yeah, let's get that.
All right. African American human trafficking numbers will astound you. 60% of human trafficking suspects are African Americans. 52% of all juvenile prostitution arrests are African Americans. 40% of the victims of human trafficking are African Americans. Human trafficking victims are typically poor and have a history of exploitation, substance, or sexual abuse, learning disabilities, and inadequate support systems.
And you got to think about it. Now, why is this the case? Why are they targeting the poor amongst our people? Because they understand. Give me Zechariah 11.
Yep. To devour the poor secretly.
Yeah, what they understand is that Negroes don't care about Negroes.
Yep.
That's right.
Nobody cares about the poor. Nobody cares about the downtrodden. You understand? Nobody. So let me go to this neighborhood. Let me put these things in this neighborhood, take advantage of them, exploit them. You understand? Take their children, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to pity. Mm-hmm. You got it?
Did you want to devour the poor secretly?
No, I'm Zechariah 11. Yeah, 11 and 5.
Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Yeah. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
You see that? This is the mindset of our people. Here you are selling out your daughter. Here you are selling your people out to be a prostitute. And what comes with that in the Negro mindset? I'm blessed. Mm-hmm. Blessed is the Lord that he gave me this girl to go prostitute. You understand? Read, come on.
For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
And then the other nations is looking at it the same way. Hey, we blessed. Let me go take this little child. Because don't nobody care about her. What the hell does a 7-year-old child got to do out by herself? Walking to a bus stop by herself.
Bring it up.
What can she do to fray off a grown-ass man trying to put her in the van?
Yep. Right.
But you see that all the time in the hood. You see little kids going to the bus stop all the time, little bitty boys. And at the same time, you know that kids is getting snatched up.
Yep.
Right.
And nobody cares.
It's more than that. They let kids ride around the neighborhood. Yeah. Back in the day, little Nookie and them, they was all over the place, snotty noses and all. So it's more than a bus.
What's his name, bro?
What's his name?
Nookie.
Little Nookie.
Wow.
Little Nookie.
Wow. Little Nookie and them. Little JJ and them.
Hey, and even when we was kids, man, we traveled in packs.
Right.
It was down there 15 of us from 2 different neighborhoods meeting up. You understand? Yep. That's how we got down. We was doing anything. We played football, whatever we was doing. It was at least 15 of us from 2 blocks.
Yep.
You understand? Getting it in. Now, these kids, man, they out there by themselves, antisocial on their little tablets.
Phone, yeah.
Don't know how to talk to nobody. Don't know how to have a relationship with nobody, period.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because of the tablet, because of the phone. All right? Is that it on that? Now, let's show some examples of this human trafficking right quick. Let's show some examples right quick of just how fast this thing can happen if you're not aware of your surroundings.
Hold on, go back to that real quick. Let me read that one part real quick. Go back to that. It says, some argue that the demand for African Americans for sexual exploitation is higher than that of other races, and the penalties associated with trafficking African Americans are less severe.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes into what you were saying, like, they don't care. You're not gonna get that much time. And we seen it in the news. We brought that up about the Gabby girl last week, to where when she went missing, the whole world stopped.
Mm-hmm.
One white woman went missing, and the whole world stopped. But 5 black women go missing. Nobody,
It is what
it
it
is.
is.
What it is.
Yep.
Just like Deacon ASAP was bringing it out in Friday Night Raw about what happened here in Kansas City. It's still not national news. It's still not national news. And we talking about the police department who did nothing, who said, hey, it's not even a valid claim. Where a local newspaper brother had to bring it out, had to keep pushing the issue. You know what I'm saying? The Kansas City Defender. So you see it. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you.
Hey, let's get Deuteronomy 28. We got to show you this is written in the curses. Start at verse 65.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
So this is what we seeing in our neighborhoods. We are getting human trafficked at a higher rate than everybody else, and the penalties are less severe, and nobody cares. Our own people don't even care. Right? We see this thing brought out all the time, but our people, all they care about is, well, I'm doing good over here, so I ain't worried about that.
I want to back y'all up, man. Give me number 8. What you just said, officer. Based on that, you get less time. It's not looked at as significant. Give me article number 8. Here's another. This is another little girl that got snatched in Kansas City. Well, no, I'm sorry. She didn't get snatched. She ran away. Can you exit out of that? Okay, watch this. I want you to pay attention. It's a lot of corrupt things going on in Kansas City, man.
A lot of it.
With the police department. You understand? And we're not even talking about, we only got 2 hours. It's a lot of stuff you can stick on the KC Police Department, you understand, and bring out a lot of corruption, all right, that's going on. All right, watch this.
They under investigation.
Yeah, watch
Go back
this.
up to the top so I can read the Kansas City Star. We miss her. We love her. Kansas City mom, Hope daughter, who ran away, will come home.
Now watch this. And this is probably over something petty, man. A lot of these kids, man, because you growing up in single-parent households, they running away over nothing.
Not knowing how to properly deal with their emotions.
Exactly. And us as parents, we don't even know how to parent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it means to be a parent. We learning this stuff on the fly. Because our parents really didn't show us that proper way. You know what I'm saying? Think about how many fathers out here are fathers because they didn't have a father. You understand? This is real stuff that goes on in our community. Go ahead, though. Read that.
It says a Kansas City mother hopes her teenage daughter who ran away last month will return home. According to the Kansas City Police Department, Jayana Brown, 17, was last seen September 9th near 113th and Lewis Avenue.
Now, I want you to put these dates in your mind. September 9th, that's when they last saw her, right? Okay, watch this. Read on.
Lavera Brown, the teen's mom, says she believes Jayana was spotted in early October but did not want to come home.
Go ahead. Remember, this is September 9th. Go ahead.
We miss her. We love her, Brown said. I want her to come back. Let's work it out. If Jayana does not return, Brown says she hopes her daughter will let them know she is safe. There's a lot of prayers going up, she said. Brown says she did not have a problem submitting the missing persons report to the police department in September.
September what?
9th.
Okay, watch this.
But she wasn't sure why they waited several days to distribute a missing persons flyer to news outlets and on social media, especially since her daughter is a juvenile.
You see this? The police department waited several days, bro, before they brought this to the news. The daughter's missing.
It's going to say it.
It's going to say it. But I'm just saying, she's missing. This is going to your point. It's less severe. Somebody should be fired.
Yep.
Go ahead, though.
Sergeant Jake McKenna, or whatever.
That's close enough.
As a spokesperson for KCPD said, each missing person case is different. A person may be in imminent danger if they need medication or when temperatures drop. Police issued the flyer in Jayana's case September 20th at the family's request, he said.
So how many days is that?
That's 11 days.
11 days. Think about all the stuff that can happen in 11 days.
They say it's crucial. Even when you watch the movie Taken, he said the next 24 hours are crucial. You only get 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours to find somebody if they miss it.
And that's like with a murder case. That's why you got first 48. Everything happens in that first 48 hours.
And you know about first 48 in St. Louis, man. Them brothers.
Oh yeah, bro.
They get them in the interrogation room. It's a wrap.
Hey, all you need is a Burger King meal.
Come on, man.
Chicken nuggets
and a cigarette, and it's
a
over.
Fruitopia.
But you got to think about this, man. September 9th to September 20th, then you put it out. That's 11 days. It's a lot of stuff that a 16-year-old can't survive. Let her know a grown man can't survive out by himself.
For 11,
you understand? For 11 days.
Right.
No money, no nothing. A lot of us Negroes would be dead out here.
Right.
What the hell you gonna kill? Some of us can't even have the stomach to step on a damn spider to remove a mouse out your house.
Dang.
Some of us don't have that stomach.
Dang.
You understand? So what the hell are you gonna eat to survive for 11 days?
And what I'm seeing.
Go ahead.
No, what I'm seeing in both of these cases, the father is not there.
Yeah.
The father, it's imperative that our father is in these households, I'm telling you. Because this little girl, she ran away. The last little girl, she ran away, right? With CPS, these fathers have to be in the household. The scriptures say, a father waketh for his daughter when no man knoweth.
Yep.
And I know that hit home with me. Because I got to know where my kids are. I wake up in the middle of the night. When I go in the middle of the night, I'm checking on my kids. Are they there? I might put my hand on them. Are you breathe? You know what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So so that father, it's important that we gotta stop these single parent households, man. A father keeps the house, the family intact. These little girls wouldn't be running away. And the same thing with these women. Women, y'all gotta stop being ostriches. A lot of y'all women let y'all daughters just run amok. Give them too much liberty. We gotta stop those things.
They hate, you hate your kids.
Give
me some of them examples of the kids getting snatched. Watch this. We probably ain't seen it. Just how real it is. Let's play that right quick.
Play that video. Maybe you need a video.
6 deputies say it's a kidnapping caught on camera. They say a woman was being held against her will by her boyfriend.
And when she tried to call for help, he violently carried her from a store as she pleaded for help. Deputies say he shoved her into a pickup truck and drove away.
The man is under arrest, and as Fox 5's Doug Evans reports, it's thanks to the quick actions of a store clerk and a customer.
Now, imagine
Deputies
you
call it courageous.
Bro. Was that the one that I put in there? I don't think that's the one I put in there, but we'll use it. Imagine you seeing this, somebody getting whisked out of damn Crib Trip, thrown in the back of a F-150.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He hop in the back. What you gonna do? What's gonna be your next move? Some people gonna pump their gas. Oh, that's a domestic because it's a boyfriend. I'm not getting involved in that.
I ain't getting involved.
You understand? And now, 11 days later, a month later, you find out she's been in the basement for a month.
Exactly.
Getting raped.
Yep. That's the black community for you.
Give me the next one.
From the girl and her family.
With a piercing scream.
Look at
doing
this.
What she was taught to do, 6-year-old Kennedy Nash just narrowly escaping an alleged
Rewind
abductor.
it.
The 6-year-old and her parents.
That's crazy.
Escape. Her family spoke to ABC News. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the video and reaction from the girl and her family.
With a piercing scream. Doing what she was taught to do, 6-year-old
Look how
Kennedy Nash
pause it, bro.
just
Look how
narrowly-
nonchalant that dude is, bro. She's 6 years old. He just grab her hand and just start walking. And when she starts screaming, it's just going back to my day.
Yeah.
I ain't did nothing. That's how fast it'll happen.
I'm telling you.
That's how fast it will happen, and your daughter is gone. Your son is gone. Because we can't exclude the little boys because there's some pedophiles out here, bro.
Right.
They're like little boys.
Right. Yep.
You understand? Go ahead, play on.
With a piercing scream. Doing what she was taught to do, 6-year-old Kennedy Nash just narrowly escaping an alleged abductor. The 6-year-old and her parents speaking exclusively to ABC News.
This guy walked by and he touched me and he told me.
The Ohio family surveillance camera caught it all. You can see Kennedy just steps from her front door when a stranger suddenly grabs her and tries to walk away with her.
He wouldn't have let go of her if she wouldn't have pulled and screamed like she did.
The whole encounter lasting less than 10 seconds. As Kennedy pulled away and screamed, the man quickly letting go. Kennedy then running inside for help, her dad Ricky jumping into his car, following the man while on the phone with authority.
I chased him like he still had my kid. I definitely didn't want him to be able to go snatch another kid.
Police later arresting 33-year-old Derek McPherson. He's in
looks like
jail
he
and
on
charged with
Hey, go back to
looks
that.
like
Stop. Go back to that. Let me show y'all something. Look, I want to see the dude's face.
Amazing.
That. Look at this dude. This dude be in Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
This the dude that's in Walmart all the time. And you sisters walk right past him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even have the alert. You don't be alert looking, for potential threats when you walking around. You be too busy on your phone, trying to text, trying to laugh, But this dude be walking right past you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Be walking right past you, looking at your kids like, hey, if I get the opportunity, I'm about to snatch one.
Right.
If I get the opportunity, I'm going to get one. You know what I'm saying? You have to have threat assessment. If you walk into Walmart and you see a face like this, your threat assessment should be on 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, don't get too close to me. You know what I'm saying? You should be paying attention to faces, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to look and say, okay, this person has a high threat level. This person has a high threat level.
Right.
I need to watch this person. I need to watch that person. You know what I'm saying? You really watching everybody. But you know what I'm saying? You have to have threat assessments on, all right, this person, stay away from me.
Right.
This person, I got to stay away from this person. You know what I'm saying? So stay off of your phone.
Right.
When you in public. Just try your best to stay off your phone.
And I'm going to take it a step further because this happened right outside the house. She wasn't up but 5 feet from the house. My mom used to always say, and it got on my nerves, but I understand it now. If I can't see you, it's a problem.
Yep.
If I can't see you, it's a problem. At a certain age, this girl was 6 years old or 7 years old. If you can't see your kids, it's a problem. That's what an ostrich is. It can be in front of your house. It only take 2 seconds. Hey, go in the backyard, got the wind, I can see you. That's what you need to do.
Hey, give me that in Proverbs 22 and 6. Because all praises, the Father went through, hey, what you supposed to do if you ever encounter that situation. Because that could have been just a little girl and she just could have just been walking and never been seen again. You understand? So this is the importance of training up your child. Let's read that.
Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So this is something that we could take from that. Hey, train up your child. Hey, if you ever find yourself in that situation, this is how you're supposed to act. This is how you're supposed to deal. You scream. You fall down. How to defend yourself. Kick him in the nuts. You understand? Whatever the case may be, you're supposed to train your child up. Don't let your child be out here naive. You understand? But having a watchful eye of your children, because like I said, that happened in a split second. Split second. She's right outside the house, and he tried to walk off with her. You understand? Give me the next one. Now I want the next video.
Yeah, not this video or not that article. There should be another one. While we got a second, hey, remember to
Now-
subscribe to IUIC Kansas City. We're trying to get to 6,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 6,000. If you haven't hit that like button or the subscribe button, make sure you hit it. All right? Make sure you hit it.
Hey, that one, I want the one that you pulled up earlier. That's the video that I wanted. Yeah, yes, sir. Now we ready for it. The one that said 950 children vanish. Yeah, let's pull that one up.
Bring it up.
Because, like I said, you about to say something, officer?
No, you good.
Well, the acting director
Hold
for
on.
the Department of Social Services.
Go back, officer. We got to realize this is going on. This is going on around us. We got to train up our children. We going over this for a reason. You understand? Because these are the things that's affecting us, man. Our day-to-day operations. This has to be a lifestyle for us. This Bible has to be a lifestyle. We cannot let this Bible be just a lovely song that we turn on and off. Now you got to live it. You got to breathe it. You understand? You got to instill this in your children. All right, let's go.
Well, the acting director for the Department of Social Services says that as of Tuesday morning, there were 95 kids in the state's case management system that were on the run. In a report released last week by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, it says Missouri has previously failed to comply with federal requirements that could help find missing children.
And when you ask where they are, Representative Bailey, where are they?
There are more than 13,000 kids in Missouri's foster care system. After hundreds disappeared in August 2019, the Inspector General joined other law enforcement agencies to find them. That led to an audit of the state's agency.
I'm not going to say, well, nothing to do because this is, related to something that happened 3 years ago. But I am going to say that it absolutely is an important factor in how we are trying to lead and manage the Children's Division right now.
Top DSS officials, including Acting Director Jennifer Tidball, responded to frustrated lawmakers Tuesday, days after the federal report was released, placing blame on previous administration.
I don't want to leave it with the committee that we aren't doing anything, because we are.
In the 59 cases reviewed by DHHS, the report says Missouri rarely demonstrated attempts to reduce children's risk of falling out of the system. The audit shows that in nearly half of those cases, there was no evidence that the child's case manager reported them missing, as required by state.
Stop. What did you just hear?
Damn.
They not doing
nothing.
Nothing.
They not doing
They're
nothing.
not even
in their
reporting
job.
it.
Here you are, the child goes, they putting them in the system. This is a result, like the Lord said, hey, you know what? These curses, I'm going to look over you for evil. Just like I look over for blessing, I'm going to look over for evil. Now your child finds his way in the system. Now, while he's in the system, he's probably catching hell because them foster parents.
Yep.
They be
Antoine Fisher.
Antoine Fisher is a perfect
check.
example. Thank you,
Yep.
brother. Antoine Fisher, perfect example. Here you are. Once you go missing, the social worker is not even. She's not even reporting the fact that they don't even that you gone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, hey, you know what? Wash my hands of that.
Keep getting that check.
Keep getting that check. On to the next one. Bring the next one. Now you just a statistic.
Right.
And like it says at the top, this is happening in every state, not just Missouri. Every state. This is the same. It's a reoccurring thing. Go ahead, play on.
But we also know that it's affecting us more than anybody else. Yeah, they might be trying to blanket it like it's everybody, but we just read that because of our conditions of being poor, uneducated, et cetera, we are more likely the targets. Mm-hmm. So who do you think, when something like this is happening in these states, who do you think it's affecting more? Mm-hmm. It's affecting our people more. Mm-hmm. They're not reporting us missing. They're not reporting our people being wiped out of the system. You understand? So we the ones that's taking the brunt of whatever's going on in these situations.
Because we are.
In the 59 cases reviewed by DHHS, The report says Missouri rarely demonstrated attempts to reduce children's risk of falling out of the system. The audit shows that in nearly half of those cases, there was no evidence that the child's case manager reported them missing, as
That's a
required
shame, bro.
by state and federal law.
Your testimony is that this was a previous administration's big.
And what are they trying to do? Pass the buck. No accountability. You understand? That's this happened before us. Just like you showed me with the chief. They just got a new chief. Now all of this, a black chief. Remember, it was a white chief before that.
Right.
And he just resigned. Now all this stuff is coming out about the KCPD. Now it's all on the forefront. Oh, they didn't planted this. They're not investigating this. Oh, that was on his watch.
Yeah.
So why is it all coming out now?
And they blaming it on the black dude.
And they blaming it on him. And now he's back sipping pina coladas in damn Miami right now.
Yeah. Drinking a mimosa.
Drinking a mimosa far from Kansas City. You understand? This is what's been going on. And have y'all ever wondered, like, how many black sheriffs is popping up all over across the United States? Like black chief of police.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they just putting, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look that up for me, bro. It's like they just putting black men in these offices right now as this thing explodes.
Yep. As tokens. Like, look, it's your fault. It's your fault.
I ain't never seen this many black chiefs, man. Just all over, just everywhere.
He should have.
Let me see. Let me look at it. Nah, you gotta have to be real detail on your search. But while we getting that, it's all good. It's all good, bro. I know I got you on a whim. Let me see if you can find something. I got hope in you, bro. I got hope in you. Even though you let me down earlier. Is that it?
And statistics in the U.S. Can you blow that up real quick? I just want to read it.
Okay, blow it up. My man. Yeah, you redeemed yourself,
praise
man.
God.
Give that brother some claps, man.
Give him some claps.
Wake up, Aziel. That's not claps, bro. That's not claps. But anyway, let's get this.
Can you X out of
All
that?
right, it says research summary.
Can you
get
X out the top?
It says, using a database of 30 million profiles, Zipper estimates demographics and statistics for chief of police in the United States. Our estimates are verified against BLS census and current job openings data for accuracy. After extensive research and analysis, Zipper's data science team found that there are over 3,685 chief of police currently employed in the United States. 8.3 of all chief of police are women, while 91.7 are men. The average age of an employee chief of police is 46 years old. The most common ethnicity of chief of police is white, 71.5.
Ooh, we know that.
Followed by Hispanic or Latino at 13.7.
I want it in most recent, like the most recent. Okay, we'll type it. You got the.
You the one working the computer, bro.
Oh, the brother said, "Officer, maybe the major cities." But no, it's all good, bro. Yeah, see if you can find it. Give me that that article about the malnourished. Yeah. I don't think it was a kidnapping, but
no, I think
these were her kids.
I don't want to say. I was trying to read. Maybe we'll find it in here, but when I was reading the article, it didn't say that they were their kids. So I don't know where they got their kids from.
Well, let's find it. We're gonna find out.
Let's find out. Let's read in this fundamental. Let's see. Malnourished Texas twins escape handcuffs when boy found key and hid it in his mouth overnight, court records say.
Well, that's this stuff.
The teen.
You found it? Can you send it to him?
Go back up. The teen siblings fled from their home where they had been abused for months. They were forced to drink bleach, beaten with curtain rods, and burned, court documents said.
This stuff going on. Go ahead.
2 malnourished teen siblings in Texas escaped from handcuffs at their home this week when one of them found a key in his mother's purse and hid it in his mouth until it was safe to flee, according to the court record. So this was their own
It's her
kids.
mama. This goes back to Oxford.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, can I get the scripture, bro, so they can know what we're talking about?
Lamentations.
All the brothers know where that scripture is, bro.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness.
So he comparing us to sea monsters. He said the sea monster is better than to her young than the daughter of our people.
Than the black woman sometimes. God damn.
Go
All
ahead.
right. The 50-year-old twins, a boy and girl, said that they were handcuffed in a laundry room. The boy who found the key to the restraint said they waited to make their escape until their mother and her boyfriend were sleeping, according to court documents filed in Harris County.
All you single mothers, that's proven. Be careful who you allow around your children.
That's right.
The scriptures say, "Prove a friend." It don't say it just because Sirach wanted just had some extra ink.
Hey, go back up to the picture of the house. Go back up. Look at this. This is not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't the
neighborhood.
hood.
Yeah.
This ain't no ghetto.
Got a privacy fence.
It look like your house.
Hell no.
Go ahead, bro. I just
Deputies with the Harris County Constable Precinct 5 office were called to a home in Cypress where the teens had fled to about 5:30 a.m. Tuesday, the court records say. The twin siblings were covered with bruises, were barefoot, and were partially clothed. The siblings stated that they were starving, the court record said. The document alleged the teens had faced months of abuse beginning in July at the hands of the mother, Zechariah Duncan, 40, and her boyfriend, Jova Terrell, 27.
Wow.
Hey, that remind me of that story where that mother killed her son and put him in the freezer.
Yes.
For all those years.
Yes. Because he did something to the sibling. Remember, I think I remember the story you're talking about. He did something to the sibling, and the mother snapped and killed him. You understand? And then she was in, hey, Ariel, see if you can find me that. She was in the courthouse crazy with the crazy look on her face, the demonic look on her face. But go ahead, put that back up there, Ariel. My bad, bro. You can't multitask. Don't worry about it.
I'll try to send it to you.
Wow. Come on. All right. The constable office alleges the teens were subject to abuse that included forced to drink bleach or having oven cleaner sprayed in their mouths if they talk too much.
This is what she's doing to her children.
Her children.
Go ahead.
Having bleach poured on their skin, including on their genitals, which caused burning. The teens were also beaten with extension cords, curtain rods, and metal poles, according to court records. The record said that there is probable cause for Duncan to be.
I know some of y'all black folks got beaten with curtain rods before.
And stitching cords.
You know, your mama was out of order, man. She was out of order with them extension cords, man.
Made me who
Remember
I
how
am
you
today.
went in the back and you was looking at your wounds, man, and you got that big welt across your damn forearm, across your leg, on your thighs. God,
ugly
that extension cord
get your ass
is
in
a
the
whipping.
shower. I don't want to get in the shower. So we was going through torture, bro.
They was taking their work week out on their kids. That's their whole work week on your kids.
Bro, that's a result of slavery, bro. They was whooping us with everything then.
Anything that you can see. And then they played that psychological game where they tell you to go out and get a switch. So anybody that know they got the switch.
Hey,
you got two options.
Yeah, you better come
So
back with it.
You know about this. Give me some, bro. You know about the switch. You know about the switch theory.
You better come back with a decent
You
switch.
got two options. You don't want to.
Hey, look.
You don't want to go too thick.
Hey, look.
You don't want to go too skinny.
Hey, hold on.
Because them skinny ones, them skinny ones, bro, it tear your ass.
They make the sound. They make the
Them
whoop.
ones,
Hey, look.
I can't even make the sound.
Turn-
This is
Hey.
violence.
For real. Rip, I can't talk about it. I have to put it in the box and throw it in the seat. We don't talk about that no more.
Man, Granny had a switch right next to the recliner. That was her switch.
She's been working on every house. You walk in the house and she just needling, getting
my
it ready.
PTSD just went off. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, nah, bro.
Perfect switch.
But
anyway, she done sanded it down and everything. It was sanded smooth.
My bad, y'all, man.
Sanded.
I seen these stitching cords and curtain rods. My mom went somewhere else, man.
She's sanding the switch. That's the next
Hey, we gonna put that in the box. Gonna throw that in the ocean. We ain't never gonna talk about that again.
Go ahead, man.
All right, where we at? After authorities?
I think it's the records.
The records? The record said that there is probable cause for Duncan to be charged with aggravated
Hey, give me that scripture that says, beat your children on the sides, man.
Sirach, yeah.
Give me that script, man. Hey, man, don't be abusing your kids, man. You know, we ain't on the plantation days.
Hey, and remember, when you whoop your kids, it is for correction for something that they done, not because you angry at the day. Remember, kids are going to make mistakes. Kids drop things. Kids spill things. They still working on motor functions.
Right.
They kids.
Kids.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are beating a child down because they spilled a cup of water,
right,
you have a problem.
Something ain't right with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be for correction in their in their behavior, like their spirit. The child lies. The child steals. The child, you know what I'm saying, disrespects the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't. If you beating them down because they spilled some water, that's a problem. You got problems.
He's 3. He's 2.
Damn. Wow. Or if you're mad at the father.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Damn.
That'd
You
be
look
a
like
main
you
reason.
remind me of your
You look
daddy.
just like your
daddy.
daddy.
You know it's something.
Yeah.
They say that in the middle of a butt whooping, bro. But go ahead. You got that scripture?
Yes, sir. Sirach chapter 30 and verse 12. Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him.
You're supposed to correct your child when he's young. Don't wait till they get 13, 14 years old and think that you about to turn into Superwoman, super parent.
Right.
You understand? Because they're going to be laughing at you. I used to, at a certain point in time, my mom's whoopings didn't have the effect. You know what I'm saying? I got off. It was like my sister getting a whooping. Like, you know, that shit was hilarious.
Right.
Like, you have not mastered the game. You know what I'm saying? Be still, and that just act like it hurt. Don't be jumping around. No. You understand? You got to start as a child. You understand? Correcting things. Right. Don't laugh. It's another scripture that says, don't laugh at don't laugh at their foolishness. You understand? Keep reading, though.
Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides.
Beat him on the sides. Pop him on the sides. Make him feel it. Sometimes when you pop your child, you don't even have to put a lot of force. Just the fact that you popping him. My little daughter, just the fact I can look at her, she's gonna start crying. I just looking at her, she gonna tense up and run just by looking at her. You understand? And if I just if I just pop her,
Daddy hit me.
The day is over. It's over. I got to sit her down.
It's different when Daddy do it, bro.
Yeah,
it's different.
And this is why I had to do what I did. You know what I'm saying? Understand this is why I did what I did.
Right.
You know, you got to give them that explanation.
Yeah, you got to talk to him. That's a heavy point, officer. You said verse 10? Read that.
Verse 10.
You got it?
Laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end.
So if you, like the officer said, if you laughing and stuff at their foolishness, at the end it's gonna come back and bite you in the butt. Because you're gonna be looking foolish when they get older and they doing that stuff for real outside of your house.
They think you a joke.
Yeah, you see a lot of that on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Kid in the back singing all the lyrics and shooting at the guns and calling their mamas bees and so forth. Yep. And that kid get older. You know, now it's out of control. It's out of control.
Nothing you can do about it now.
All right, let's get back to this article, man. I don't know how we got on that, man, but let's get back to the
PTSD is a mug, bro.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
All right. The record said that there is probable cause for Duncan to be charged with aggravated assault on a family member with a previous conviction.
You think?
Terrell, the court record said, could be charged with continuous violence against the family.
So he was just Terrell's the 27-year-old. It said continuous violence. He was edging that stuff on, man. 27 years old, and you with a woman that's 40 years old, and she can't decipher, hey, you know what? I don't want to mistreat my own children.
But that's what goes on with some of these sisters. They want love so bad, or they want to be with somebody so bad that they'll start hating their children for men. So the men come in, he hate kids. He don't want to be around kids. He'll tell you, hey, beat that kid. I don't want that kid around me. And then that woman starts hating that kid because she want the ride more. You know what I'm saying? She want to be with the man. And the man like, man, I don't want to look at them kids. Get them kids out of here. Now all of a sudden you taking your kids to grandma's house all the time, taking them somewhere else so that you could be with that man. That he's not trying to be no family member with you. That's why you sisters, man, hey, you got to take proving serious. Some men don't want to be around kids.
Right.
It is what it is. If you got kids, you don't need to be around a man like that.
Hey, you in the spirit, Gamaliel, get it. Read it. Give me that Sirach 4. I think that's what you was turning to, right? Instead of a husband, read that.
Sirach chapter 4 and verse 10.
This is what Officer Laga is explaining. Go ahead.
Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother.
You know, and when you're in the proving process, that comes with it. That's the first thing. Hey, you got kids? Okay, you know what? Am I ready to take on a child that's not mine?
Yep.
Am I ready to become this person's father before I become her husband?
Yep.
Because that's what come with it. And if he got anything, any kickback, any setback, he get to twitching or anything, you probably need to stop that.
Yep.
Exactly.
But sisters don't be studying, man.
And you got to ask those questions
Some
of his
sisters, I
leadership.
say some sisters. I'm gonna stop making blanket statements. Some sisters don't be studying. You understand? Go ahead, though.
If you got kids and you proving a brother, you should be asking his leadership, how is he around kids?
Right.
You should be asking, does he do things with the young prophets? Is he like the jokester? Is he like the, you know what I'm saying? Do kids run up and play with him? You know what I'm saying? Or does he just push the kids out the way? Quit running.
Yep.
Is he the one always yelling at the, quit running? Stop running.
Right. Put your head wrap on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should have some type of rapport with the, you know what I'm saying, the families in the school.
Hey, man, y'all better stop talking about my brother. I ain't gonna let y'all get that off, man. It is what it is, man. Go ahead, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you should have, they should have some type of rapport with the families in the school. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to see it. Is the brother weird around kids? Is he this? Is he that? You know what I'm saying? You should be asking those type of questions.
Yeah,
but all you ask is, oh, what's your favorite food?
Right.
What's your favorite color? Okay, I think we ready to be married. Get out of here with that.
You,
Prove a friend.
You really can't see it. I'm gonna use Officer Morty for an example. The kids love Officer Morty. That's Uncle Morty to all the kids. I'm telling you, he's good with kids. So whatever sister he gets with, they gonna have a nice
I don't know about
family.
that, bro.
You don't think so?
The jury's still out, bro.
Oh my God! Oh man!
Don't be hasty
I'm
to credit.
propping you up more.
Don't be hasty to credit.
I know Kanan love you, man. Kanan
But getting
loves
back
you.
to this article, this brother is 27 years old. I guarantee you, he probably plays video games often.
All the day.
All day.
The kid probably broke his PlayStation. That's where it all started.
Or he probably mad because he want to play with him. Like, nah, bro, I'm playing this by myself.
Hey, scroll down because it get a little graphic. Go scroll down. Watch this.
All right, after authorities.
Hold on, scroll down. Scroll down. Right. Go down. The condition right there.
All right. It says the condition of the children who were taken to Louisiana was.
This is because she had more kids. She had more kids. We ain't, just for time's sake. Scroll down, I'm looking. No, actually, no, go ahead and read that. Read that.
It says the condition of the children who were taken to Louisiana was unclear Friday. Child welfare officials in Louisiana declined comment. Child welfare authorities in Texas did not respond to a request for comment. It was also unknown Friday if Duncan and Terrell had retained attorneys. Jeff McShane.
Scroll down.
Right there. The
court documents. Because she had 5 other kids that fled with her when the authorities was getting after her, and she dropped them off at a mother's house. But watch this. Read.
It says the court documents out of Harris County said the twin girl had an old injury that included an orbital fracture, and her hands were deformed.
What's that?
In her head.
Oh, in her head?
Or
Yeah,
eye.
eye.
Somebody
orbital
poked
socket.
Somebody
Yeah,
poked
like-
something in her eye. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Or orbital fracture in her hand.
Or punched her.
Yeah, it's like around
right
your
here.
eye.
It's like right
Your
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All praise.
Included an orbital fracture and her hands were deformed and swollen. The twin boys' left forearm was fractured from an old injury.
So they in there beating these kids up, bro.
Yeah.
That's basically what's going on. But watch this. Go ahead.
The report also said that the teens suffered abuse from starvation. They told investigators. The court document said that they were fed between 1 to 3 times a week. Mustard sandwiches, relish sandwiches, or bologna sandwiches.
See, this is all sandwiches we grew up on.
Yeah. And you 6'5".
about that. I
I
ain't eating no damn mustard
you,
sandwich.
you ain't never had a
Some
mustard
good
sandwich,
nutrients
bro?
in them things.
What about a syrup sandwich?
I ate a syrup sandwich,
You ate a
not no
syrup
damn
sandwich?
mustard sandwich.
Yeah, mustard sandwich. That's a little extreme right there, man.
And a relish sandwich.
Reddit. I don't know.
Nobody used the relish.
Bologna sandwiches?
Yeah.
It's quiet now.
Yeah,
bro.
everybody didn't have them.
Our brothers didn't fry some bologna.
Everybody
yeah.
done had that.
But this is what they give, and they said they only was feeding them 3 times a week, though.
Yeah, 3 times
Right.
a week.
Go
That's
ahead.
crazy. They were also forced to drink water from the water supply valve used for the washing machine.
Damn.
So you couldn't even get water from
The sink.
You had to do the little valve on the washer.
Come on, man.
That's crazy. According to the court report, the teens were also forced to drink urine and eat feces.
Damn.
The teens said they don't remember when they last showered and only had access to a mop bucket containing dirty water, and when they needed to use the restroom, they would have to urinate, defecate on themselves, court records said.
Now, this is the point right here. Watch this. Duncan was convicted.
Duncan was convicted in 2019 of cruelty to a juvenile.
How the hell did she still got her kids?
Right.
This is in 2019. This is 3 years ago. She was already convicted of abusing her kids. But she still, somehow, some way, the kids is in her possession.
Right.
This is what's going on in America. This is what's going on in the land of Babylon. And this is what we trying to warn brothers and sisters for. Y'all better pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your kids. Because if your kids get snatched, this is the results. This is the results. So the Lord is warning us, man. He's warning us. Hey, go back to that. Give me that. We got 2 minutes? Okay. Give me that. Give me that. Go back to that Isaiah right quick, man. Verse 20 again. No, actually, give me Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. Yeah, start at verse 5.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore?
So that's why we named the title of the class. All these things are a chastisement on us. And the Lord is saying, why should I continue to do this? Because, wow, we're not learning from it.
Right.
We bring it out, like I was saying earlier, and we just look at it as a lovely song. So the Lord is asking the question, why should we be stricken anymore? Go ahead.
Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint.
And this is, and if you don't see this going on in our community, something's wrong. Because the more he's stricken us, the more us as a people, we revolt. We get worse and worse and worse. You only hearing this out of the prophet's mouth.
Right.
You're only hearing this warning out of our mouths, out of your teachers' mouths. So instead of looking to that nation to save you, look for them brothers and sisters, that's on the streets teaching.
That purple and gold.
And ask them questions. Why do you believe what you believe? You understand? What way are you talking about that we supposed to walk in? And get the proper understanding of this Bible so you can save your life. It can eliminate a lot of sorrows, man, a lot of trials, bro, in our lives, man. Because you don't want to end up like this, bro. So the Lord is asking that. Was that it on that?
Yes, sir.
Read it.
Verse 6.
Nah, that's it on that. Read it again, though. Verse 5.
Why should you be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint.
Meaning the whole nation. All of us is sick as a people, and all of us are faint. And you want to know what's heavy about that? These nations is praying on it.
Yep.
They praying on the fact that we faint-hearted. We don't know who we are. So instead of being poor, Like he say in Matthew, the poor, blessed is the poor that seeketh after righteousness. Instead of seeking after righteousness, we revolt more and more, and the enemies love it so. Matter, give me the last scripture. It just hit me. Zechariah 1, is it verse 10? That it says they further our affliction. I think it's Zechariah 1 and 10.
Verse 15.
15, okay.
Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15. Want me to start at 14?
Yeah.
Verse 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy.
So the Lord said he's jealous over us with a great jealousy because he loves us. Read, come on.
And I am very sore displeased.
And we want to go after the other nations. That's why he said we jealous. We want to go after the other gods. Go ahead.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen.
And he said, I'm sore displeased with the heathen that are around us. Why? Go ahead.
With the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased. And they helped forward the affliction.
You see that? The heathen have helped forward our affliction. So as you getting ready to celebrate, what's the holiday coming up? Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween. As you getting ready to celebrate it, who's pushing this? Those same enemies, those same heathen that are at ease, that are not going through what you're going through. You understand? So we got to be very mindful, man. Very mindful. The Lord is jealous. And when he get jealous, the wrath of God, his hand touches you. You understand? That's the judgments of the Lord. All right? Let's read that scripture, Samuel. You got it?
2 Kings.
2 Kings.
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 13. Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah by the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways, and keep my commandments, and my statutes according to the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets.
So he's testifying against us. You understand? He's testifying against us to get us right. You're not going to have an excuse when this is all said and done. You didn't hear this truth. You didn't hear this gospel. And I mean here in America. It's prophesied that all over the world, we're not going to be able to reach everybody all over the world. But you in America, it's prophets on the streets. You understand? And you're not going to have an excuse in that day. So I pray that our people repent and get themselves together, man. You're greater than what you think you are. You are the children of Israel. You guys chosen people. You the apple of his eye. And for the atrocities that's going on amongst us, all the stuff we going through, there will be judgment. There will be judgment. The worst thing you want to do is be caught up in that judgment because you disobeying God's laws. You rebelling against God's laws. That's the message from the prophets. You understand? All right. So with that, y'all got anything else?
No, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
Good show.
What more can we say? Keep God's laws.
Keep God's laws, man. So with that, that's another episode of Saying of the SEERS. I'm Officer Hared. We got
Officer Lagabawa.
Officer Abishai.
Officer Lycamp.
And Officer Lycamp. We had to send Dante home today, y'all. We had to send Dante home.
Mr. Post up and leave. We got him.
At the time, you got to kick a knuckle out. You understand? Go home, Dante. But all praise to the Most High. Shout out to you, Dante. Shouts out to the IT team. We had a full house today, man. I don't know what the hell was going on today, bro. Full house. But shout out to all the IT team, the cameraman, the reader man, the brothers out there watching the front door. Shout out to you, brothers. All praise to the Most High. With that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Chains all on me. Perfect glory, yeah, perfect glory. I got all eyes on me. Made them troll eyes on me. Man, you don't even know me. I got them G's with me. Get what they need to see. This ain't no G's with me. Yeah. I got them G's with me. Get what they need to see. This ain't no G's with me. Yeah. Pull up with that bass blown. Hop out with my cape blown. Precious oil, my face glowing. Yeah. Yeah, put go, God mode. I want you to know what I know. We the 12, no 5-0. All gas, no brakes like a new whip. Gum with all white like Cool Whip. Yeah, we too lit when the moon lit. Yeah.